Greetings, and welcome to the 2012 March Smartness Preview Show. It's that time of year again for the Rhode Island LifeSmarts competition. I'm Peter Kerwin from the Rhode Island Higher Education Assistance Authority, here with the Julius C. Michelson Consumers Cup. And here with us, as always, is Jim Hedemark from the Rhode Island Jumpstart Coalition, here for his 8th year of running the LifeSmarts competition in the Ocean State. Jim, we're sending it over to you and the Big Brains bracket.
You got it, Peter. In Rhode Island, we call the LifeSmarts competition March Smartness for a reason. We've got brackets, we've got buzzer beaters, and what we have especially this year is match number 1. This is very intriguing. You've got North Providence, you've got Barrington, and you've got the Lincoln School, all squaring off in the first match of the 2012 LifeSmarts.
Whoa, Nelly! Jim, if memory serves, North Providence, Barrington, Lincoln School, aren't they the only 3 champions of this competition over the last 7 years? What's going on here? Our viewers want to know.
I called Daniel Irving, math genius, 2-time LifeSmarts Rhode Island State champion last weekend when we were setting the brackets. We put 9 teams into the randomizer, randomizer.com. And lo and behold, look what we came up with. This is a jewel of a bracket buster right here. Not all these teams can win, but they're all former state champions, as you said. And as fate would have it, this will be the match to start all matches.
Tell us about the 4-time state champion, North Providence Cougars, Jim. Will the dynasty continue this year?
These Cougars from North Providence are bringing a whole new team, students that have not been to the state competition before. With new students, of course, comes new enthusiasm. And the Cougars can look back to a dynasty of 4 state championships. That's a lot of winning.
And what are the chances for the 2-time champion Barrington Eagles, Jim? Will these Eagles be flying to victory in 2012?
Flying high indeed, Peter. These Eagles are returning all 5 players from last year's 3rd place state competition team. Now, Karen Pruill, their coach, has been getting the team together all year. They've got 2 years of history and 2 state championships under their belt, so they have a little tradition of their own. Look for the Eagles to do well.
And the returning state champs, the lovely Lady Lynx of Lincoln School, are they on the prowl for another victory, a back-to-back win in 2012?
The Lynx have 1 returning player from last year's state championship team. That's Addie Bodell. She's been to the tournament, she knows how to play, and look for her to make some early statements in this year's competition. Coach Catherine DeCero has been getting the team together. They too have been practicing, they're ready to go. Look for more than a lot of luck from the Lynx.
Jim, walk us through that second bracket. What are the intriguing matchups? What can we expect in terms of the competition between these different teams?
Well, Peter, this match too is sure to be memorable. You've got a newcomer squaring off against some veteran teams. There's going to be a lot of excitement in the Senate Lounge.
What about those Tolman Tigers, Jim? They're no strangers to the big brain dance. Are they ready to pounce this year and surprise the competition?
Peter, these Tolman Tigers are no pumpkin eaters. They're hungry for a win. In fact, they had the 2nd highest score during the online portion of the competition to qualify to get to state. I'd look for these Tigers to be a Cinderella candidate this year and go all the way to the finals.
I'm happy to see a new team in the competition this year, Jim, the Mount Hope team from Bristol. How hungry are the Huskies, and are they likely to be a Cinderella story in the making?
The Huskies of Mount Hope are making their first appearance in a state LifeSmarts competition. I had the opportunity to meet the team in Bristol earlier this year, and Captain Theo Moskala is a scholar athlete. He's been recognized for both performance on the field and in the classroom. He'll be a leader. He's someone to look out for, and he's backed up by a wonderful team of folks who are willing to give it a try. Watch out for these Huskies.
Now, Jim, the Burrillville team is no stranger to the LifeSmarts competition. I know their mascot is the Broncos, but they call themselves the Weasleys for some reason.
Ah, yes, the Weasleys. Not a description of the students by any means. I think it has a lot more to do with Coach Peter Bertolette's fascination with the Harry Potter series. Look for Lincoln Follett, captain of this team, to guide his team well through the brackets this year.
And for the final bracket, Jim, What are the stories? Who will confound expectations in this most memorable match 3?
Boy, Peter, you're not kidding. It's going to be hard to keep the fans away from this match. You've got yet another newcomer, some seasoned veterans. Boy, that house lounge is going to be full of excitement this year.
Looking to avenge a late-round loss that would have put them into last year's finals are the Avengers of East Greenwich.
East Greenwich is returning a full team, 5 players, last year who made it just to the Final 4, almost broke into the Final 3, in their first year of LifeSmarts ever. So with a full team and a full head of steam, the Avengers from East Greenwich will be a formidable opponent this year.
Jim, the Northmen of the wilds of North Smithfield took 2nd place last year. Are these marauders of the North Country ready to seize the day in 2012?
North Smithfield did take 2nd place in last year's LifeSmarts competition here in the Ocean State. However, we don't have any returning teammates this year. Will this new Fab Five live up to their predecessor's legacy? We'll just have to wait and see. Don't bet against the Northmen.
And last but certainly not least, Jim, we have a rookie team from Cumberland. But they've got a secret weapon, don't they?
Peter, correct. While this will be the Clippers' first appearance at a LifeSmarts competition, their captain, Angelique Lafond, competed last year as a member of the Rhode Island National Guard Child and Youth Team. That's a lot of leadership. I certainly wouldn't count against these Clippers from Cumberland.
One thing to remember, even though we've talked about the first round, you can lose your first round, as many teams have in the past, and come on over here to the consolation round. Just because you lose your first round, you're not out of it. We've had, if memory serves, 4 or 5 champions out of 7 who have come back, lost their first match, worked their way back up the challenge bracket into the finals, and some have even gone into the tiebreaker to become our state champion, claim the Julius C. Michelson Consumer Cup, and this year our state champions will be off to Philadelphia.
Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you at March Smartness 8, the Rhode Island LifeSmarts competition.